this bit here. This one. Oh, so sexy. Hello everyone, welcome in. My name is Kai Zammit. I'm a director, cinematographer and writer based in the south of the UK, and today's video is a Patreon request, and it comes from the Grand Master member Nagaraja, and they've requested a filmmaker's breakdown to the Elder Scrolls Online, the Alliance's cinematic trailer. But before I break it down, I've got to watch it, so let's go, shall we? Play the tape.
Peggy 12.
Peggy 12. Oh, I like that. Non-diegetic. That's diegetic. Oh, on a black screen as well. Look at that. Smoke, backlighting, very cinematic. Oh wow, I like the pocket lights coming through the top. I love this slight wobbly camera. Gives us that sense of uneasiness. That's a shooting style that they've obviously gone for. Nice. Extra wobbly because obviously they're the foreground element. Someone's watching. Oh wow, yeah, the camera's really moving about. The way they're coming in and out of the light. Mate, the sound effects incredible, as in a soundscape. Oh wow, I like the way his eye focused. Oh shit, what is that? Is that a bear? Oh, where? Oh, there's loads of them. Oh mate, we've got some Hollywood action going on here. They're doing it, they've got it on a tighter focal length. A little bit hard to work out. Fucking hell, see what I mean? The camera tilted up rapidly fast and then tilted down. They're trying to go for that kinetic visual language. Really good pacing. Really good. Wow. This is Hollywood. Got this camera pedestaling up. Is this the same characters as before that I'd watched on the other video? Oh. What's that, like a peaceful village or something behind? They're doing a really good job of coming in and out of loudness, giving us these moments to breathe. Okay, nice. Not the smoothest of speed ramps. Yeah, this is great. It feels like someone's holding a new camera. Very good. Loving his colour palette as well. Got that beautiful coldness of 5500 Kelvin. Oh mate, he's an animal, this one. Wow. This is fucking brilliant. Oh, fucking brilliant use of camera shake as he landed. Got more of our Hollywood action. Oh, looks like they broke the 180 line there. But what they've done is they've set him up as a titan. We know he's a badass. Now, is this her time to shine now, is it? Mate, I'm not going to lie, this is sexy camera language. They just need a few more wides. That's only because I like the... Oh mate, he's off again. Oh wow. Mate, these three are badass, aren't they? Oh, they're enemies. I thought they were the same team. Oh, and the other big boy is going to come up, and they're all going to face each other. Cut to black. Beautiful growl. The drumming. These whip hands. It's building the tension. That's all covered in shadow. The time of day they've shot this blue hour is gorgeous. Oh, I like that circle. That like a logo? Yeah, okay, they went for almost like a match cut type thing. The Elder Scrolls Online. Sign up for the beta. Mate, watch you now. I do want to sign up for the beta. That is the perfect trailer to get you to sign up. Granted, it's all cinematic. There's no actual gameplay itself, but that's the job of the cinematics. They're there, they're promotional marketing to get you to sign up or to get you excited about the story. That's like watching a fucking Lord of the Rings type movie. But the action, the shooting style is like chef's kiss. Honestly, there's only a couple of flaws I didn't like about it, but the rest of it was just stunning. But let's break it down.
Peggy 12.
So we've got our normal rating card, you know, provisional rating. It tells you what it is. I kind of like that. However, what they do is they fade the noise out whilst it's still up. Then they harsh cut it out. And I dig that. But what they're doing here is by having this black screen, it heightens our senses. So if you're watching this in a movie theatre or you're watching at home with headphones on or anywhere where you are sort of honed in, that black screen, yeah, when the diegetic sound comes in, or technically that was non-diegetic, meaning when I say diegetic and non-diegetic, they're the sounds of the world. So diegetic is sound of the world, non-diegetic, if I can say it properly, is sounds that we hear, they don't hear. But that was, if you listen,
Peggy 12.
So technically that's non-diegetic. This is non-diegetic because it's the sound of music. Bam! That is diegetic sound. And by doing that, hearing that bang, we hone in. We're like, what the hell's going on? And then they ring it out ever so slightly, like they give that beat. Then the drum pop. Beautiful. What I love about it, let me go back 5. Watch the camera. It's not straight static shot on it. Watch it. It's down low. You watch it crumble at the bottom and the camera does a little quick whip tilt up to this beautiful shot here with a little bit of a wobble. That wobble tells us, and it's gone Dutch angle, tells us that we are uneasy. Okay, there's something uneasy about this. Meaning what they're doing is unsafe basically. And this looks so cinematic. Why does it look cinematic? Because we've got that beautiful backlighting and silhouetted characters. Backlighting, if you want anything to look cinematic, it's done with backlighting. They also use the smoke and haze here to enable us to see the light. That's how you make God rays like this here. What's beautiful as well, one of my favourite things about this whole cinematic is the lighting itself. They've kept the range into the blue hour. And then we've gone for like 5500 Kelvin light here, 5600, 5700 of daylight. And then they darken it ever so slightly. They have like blue accents just to ring it through when it comes to the color grade. And then look at this beautiful edge lighting. And it's harsh and soft at the same time. So harsh highlights here, but it rolls off beautifully. Look how soft that light there is to there. Yeah, look at Saitama's head here. You see how harsh that is? Well, as in exposure levels to there. But it's not overexposed. Beautifully within range. They come towards the camera and I was like, oh wow, going to see it. And then this is one of my favourite bits. Light. So we get to see the whole roll off of everyone. And then he comes into this pocket of light, this overhead lighting. The best cinematographers in the world will always go light, dark, light, dark. Look at this picture, what we've got here. Let's go back 5, watch. Light, dark, light, dark, light, dark. They come in, light, dark, dark, light, dark. And then it goes back to a little light, dark, light, dark. It's all these little accents. And listen to the Foley of the armour coming in, the diegetic sound. It's raised through the roof. The music's not really doing a lot, See what I did there with that guy's head? Because you're looking at his horns, they've highlighted him. We look at him this way. Come on. And then we get the next person in, and he casts his spell. And look at this. Look at the framing, okay? They call this dirty framing. So if you're into compositions, composition means you're framing. Yeah, watch this. Foreground element here and here. Yeah. Technically, Mayground, so that's slightly a layer ahead, and then you've got your background. But look at this dirty frame. If these weren't here, this would be a clean frame. But look, they've got this, look the way they've done it. Look, they're framed left, they're framed right. They've got this, mad that we've got this open section between these two characters. Watch what happens. They lead our eye down the middle of the path, center frame, boom. And look, it looks more magical. Watch the smoke that comes off it. It's not even smoke, is it? It's like a ripple effect coming off it. But by having that, it gives us texture in the shot. And that's why it looks more cinematic. But look at the camera, still wobbly. Then we get our title card come in. Was it a fade out? It was a fade out, but was it going backwards? So it's going backwards. Oh, look, they've got texture here. Got smoke. But interesting enough, they normally with titles like this, they have the titles coming towards the camera. They didn't. They went backwards. Why do you think they went backwards? Because that's the last shot. These quick shots. Look at this. The camera's wobbling. Yeah, some people don't like when they sort of shoot from the side and they have a bit of wobble. They're worried that someone's always watching. With this, it was absolutely fine because it is someone watching. Let's see. This is a shadow here. Foreground element. Mayground element, which is our subjects here. Then the background. Look how well lit it is. Dark, light, dark, light. Once you start noticing this stuff, it's really easy to sort of spot it. And look at this. Look at these little orbs. Or orbs, sorry. These dust particles. Again, it's texture because there's no smoke in the scene. So they had those little things to give us texture. Then they get the growl and they fade to black. They fade to black because they want to show passing of time. They've been down there for a while. It also helps when it comes up with the title. Brilliant. What does that do to our characters by shooting down, tilting up? So we're shooting at the waist height here and we're tilting up. This guy looks powerful. And look at the way you've got this overhead lighting. Still looks very cinematic, doesn't it, guys? Yeah? Is that an orb there? No, it's a bit of light. Walks past the camera. Camera's static. No, still a bit of a wobble. This is not on, you know, it could be on sticks. When I say sticks, it means tripod, but they've got a loosey head. I love doing that. I have my camera on sticks and then I'll make the head really loose so I can keep that natural wobble, but still it's not over the top wobble. This is very much top handle. It feels like a fucking camera. They've got a camera, they're holding the camera from a top handle tilting up. Obviously they're not, but they've made the camera look like that. Look at these dust particles. Go on, Saitama. Bosh. This was really interesting, this bit. He leads. He comes in. Watch the camera. The camera tells us everything we need to know. Stop. Stop. Tilts down ever so slightly to his hand and then goes back up. It feels like a documentary almost, and I love it. I'm all for it, and it makes the cinematic go up. Fuck me, I'm only 49 seconds in. Bowling off. Look at this, walking into the light. When you have overhead lighting like that, it will make your characters look like they have a darker appearance, more menacing. Okay, they've done that on purpose. They want to keep the eyes in shadow. Most of the time when you get your characters, let me go back to the other guy, I want to see him. What they do with characters like this, when you get eye shots, they put, you see these little orbs, these white orbs? They're called catchment, and they do that to attract our attention. We did that because we saw him look down, and then he blinked, turned over, didn't he? Watch. And the reason is, by blink turning, it's more seductive when it visually. The beginning, I'll go quite heavy into the beginnings of these cinematics because they are the best thing. Remember, you have 7 seconds in marketing. That's the rule of marketing. 7 seconds to lure someone in. This has lured me in. I'm ready for it. Diegetic sound, hardly any music. Music's coming in now. And now I'm invested. I'm like, what is this going to happen? He walks up to frame. Camera wobbling? Yeah, it is. And what that does is by having him there, he's beautifully backlit here. Look at this. Again, keeping with the blues, pushing, as in the whites here. When I say blues, I am talking about the overall colour palette. But the light side here, being that it's like, what, 5500, 5600 Kelvin, that daylight range. and the rest of it's blue. Look, they've pushed all blue in the shadows. If you were to shoot this in real life, it would just look grey, as in just like normal. You make the colour grade, make you feel what you want to feel. See, look, what they've done here is they've got the camera on a 50mm lens, probably, because that's roughly what we see. I think it's 50mm or 45mm that is how we see our own eyesight. And we see in 8K, unless you've got shitty eyesight. But look, they're whipping the camera about a little bit. Yeah, not too much. It's a bit more steady because it's reflecting our eyes. They've got a natural flow to it. Watch. Watch the camera. Pans over. Not dead centre because we're looking over here. It's over here composition wise. Then it goes in the centre. Then we get our beast in shadow. We've built him up. Look at this reveal. 1, 2. Got really long, isn't it? Really holding out. Meta can just take note of the shape. By the way, guys, if you want to create this yourself in your drawings or your cinematics or whatever the hell you're doing, these dust particles are a great way to add texture in layers. Okay, what I was referring to is these light rays. How do you make these God rays? It's smoke, it's texture. We do it in talking heads. We do it with people walking through fucking doors. We do it, if we're able to do it, we would do it. Every scene you see on TV or movies will have this smoky look. Because that's how you see it. You know, James Cameron on Aliens would smoke those rooms for like nearly 45 minutes to get the perfect density of his smoke. And then the tea lady will walk in and fuck it all up. That's a true story. Look at this. What I loved about it is the eye. So there's the catchment that I was talking about, the white bit. Watch the pupil. Hones in. Oh my God, it was amazing. It was like we focused as it focused. Look at these natural blown out spots. This here, this natural blown out. Okay, this is why this cinematic team is done so well. I'm speaking 100 miles an hour because I'm excited about it. It's that good. I'm literally going to show this to people, as in students. If I'm ever teaching, I'm showing them this because it is beautiful cinematography and great storytelling, especially when it comes to action. But look at this. Look at this, slightly blown out because it's natural. See this here, this is extra blown out. That looks very natural to us on film because they call this halation. And it's what it happens is when you film on stock. So what we don't do that now. Well, you can film stock, but I film on digital. So whenever I'm filming, I shoot on red cinema cameras. I will add halation in there. What it does, it blows out the edges. Okay, a bit different from here. Even on here, it's slightly there. It blows out the edges because it imitates or replicates, sorry, what halation or how light used to be captured on 35mm stock film. See, we haven't got the full reveal yet, have we? Here's another one. What's this? Third shot now? Full shot of him? Then he comes in. Beautiful. They didn't reveal it from the side. Watch. Digga, digga, digga. Like a horror. We've got the riser. Comes into the lights just so we see the snout. Again, they're using the shadow here to create that horror vibe. If you wanted to make this full horror, you'd strip out, you'd make these lighter bits darker, and you'd probably pull out more of the saturation on the red and make it more darker scene. That's why horror can get away with really dark scenes. And it comes into the light. Technically, wouldn't his pupil go light there? It doesn't matter. Look at that big reveal. Is the camera shaking as well? They're getting the camera to shake a little bit as well as he is, just to emphasise the horror of it. Amazing though. Look at this. Look at the pockets of cloud in here. Yeah, and there's a beautiful roll-off. When you're taking photographs, guys, or doing anything like with animals, I get questions about this a lot. Like, what do you focus in on if you want to keep that shallow depth of field? Make sure the eyes are always in focus. You can have the snout out of focus, it's fine. Make sure your eyes are always in focus. That's interviews with people, photographs of cats, dogs, or anything with a long face, horses. If your eyes are focused, you'll be fine. You won't look like a shit picture. If you had the snout in focus and the eyes weren't, it would look bad. Unless you go from focus from here, you pull focus to eyes and pull focus to the rest of it. But they don't here, do they? Look, this is out of focus. This is in focus. Rolls off beautifully into the shadow. But look at this pocket of light. We're able to see this because of smoke. And then he comes in. The camera whips with him. Here we go. Interestingly enough, though, watch what they do with the camera. The camera whips to the right. So I thought the camera was chasing to him, but it wasn't. This is someone running with the camera. Beautiful. This is the Hollywood action that I'm not the biggest fan of, but it works here because it's close proximity. What I like is the Eastern style. I like of martial arts. I grew up on Hong Kong cinema. It's a dance. Well, look at this. So this is very like Jason Bourne. Look at that. Look, you got three. You got two. One, two. Like technically, you see. So this swing of axe. You got 2 cuts on that. It kind of works, but you kind of want to be able to see it a little bit. But the problem is if you have a wide on in there, the issue that we face with this cinematic is it will make it look more like a set, or it won't look as close proximity. So what they've done is they've done it on a tighter lens, focal length here. You can tell by how the background's a bit more out of focus and it's compressed. Bam. This is why this next shot, when it orbits strafes around him as if it was on a track, looks more epic because it's right up his arse and then pulls focus over here. That's why this stuff looks great. But it makes you like, oh my god, what's going on? You can't really see, and that's the only gripe that I have with this cinematic. By the way, it also looks fantastic because of the lighting. It's so dark. Another thing, why does the orange and look like it's popping so beautifully in this cinematic? And the reason being is simple, because it's that very heavy use of blue. Contrast it with orange, that's why you see big war zone scenes. They're very all blue based, like Endgame, like Avengers, and a lot of other things. They'll have it blue and then they blow it out with the orange. So it's really striking. You know, it's that thing of teal and orange. These are great. It's the camera that's selling this. Watch. As he breaks its jaw. As he lifts it up, the camera flips over, doesn't it? Boom. It's kinetic editing and kinetic visual language, yeah? So that was kinetic. Camera going pan left. Watch this. Let me break it down. I'll show you. Watch. So he lifts it up. Yeah, the camera tilts up. He breaks its jaw. The camera then... Oh, no, it wasn't the camera. It does. The camera does. The camera goes over as his body goes to camera left. Then the next shot, yeah, then goes into also camera left. Watch. See? Then it's like being attacked from someone else. So as he goes over, see? They call that kinetic editing. Hopefully this is making sense, guys. So let me play it again. Camera goes up, snaps its jaw back. The camera whips a little bit to the left. So camera left. Then watch the next where the beast comes in from camera right into a left motion. And so what they call that is the thread of storytelling, but it's called technically the kinetic editing and kinetic visual language. And that's why it's working. So there's another one. Watch as he jumps on him. He jumps on him, he goes down, the camera goes down with it. And then what they do is they whip it up, or the next shot is up and then it's down again. It's so quick, it's very hard for me to see the camera whipped up and then back down. And they did that because they wanted to show the finishing blow from Mr. Matey Boy here. And then, this is what I really like about this cinematic. They allow pauses. Big pause, little bit breath, take a bit of action, pause, a little bit of action, pause. They're allowing you to breathe. You know that because they leave it on him. He's still looking about. And then watch this thread of storytelling. He looks up. Camera pedestals up into the sky. Got a nice little transition through the thing. Yeah, this is a thread of storytelling. We are being flown within the scene itself. And then a beautiful transition into our next establishing shot. Look at all this smoke. Yeah, very blue. The orange is about to pop because we can see it. Very overexposed. White because it means it's super duper hot. But the main thing to take from this is watch. Look at the texture. There was no smoke there, it'd look shit. But where's the smoke coming from? Doesn't matter. Whack it in there. Technically it's a foggy morning, isn't it? But it's keeping with that blue palette. And by having it, some people don't like filming sort of like middle of the days and things like that. You can film in the middle of the days, but what you want to do is you want loads of cloud cover, because what it does, it diffuses the light, which then makes everything look beautifully soft. I love this, dude. Oh my god, let's go up. Love all the shit coming in because it's like a one take shot, yeah? So let's go up. Technically there's a hidden cut there. We go up. Does the camera... Yeah, the camera keeps going, doesn't it? The camera keeps pedaling up. It's dollying forward, so it's tracking forward. Go through, you've got all these particle effects giving us foreground elements. Foreground, midground, background. Camera's wobbling with them. They're weaving in and out of it. They're making it the one shot entertaining and interesting. Our eyes need refreshing. That's how they're doing it. Whipping out of the sound effects. Beautiful, nice little cut there. Great. What I love about it is, the only thing is actually, I think they should have probably allowed the rock to hit the camera maybe. Oh no, it's alright. It's because it goes camera up here and then he comes down. It's fine. I was just being a little bit pedantic because sometimes when you have long shots like this, you need your eye to flow out of it, not a harsh jump. Because he jumps and he's sort of in the middle, it's absolutely fine. Sometimes with this, you should have jumped. Maybe the rock should have come here, but then again, he wouldn't have come over. You almost want like a harsh cut, but then they want to keep your eye naturally flowing. No, I agree with that cut. It's good. Because they use him as cannon fodder anyway, don't they? To then get it to her. Love this Dutch angle, look. Dutch angle is when it's off its axis, okay? So technically the way this would be, because she's climbing up a wall, this line here would be vertically down. It's not, it's all the way over, yeah? I don't know, whatever degree angle you want to call that. And then she's leaning backwards. It gives it, they call it a Dutch angle, and it just adds all these layers to it, and it just visually looks great as a composition. And we're going back to our pedestal shot. The riser. So had a little bit of action. And now we're getting our big reveal. It's very Lord of the Rings, this way this looks. Like the cloudy, overcast sky. We've got sunset or sunrise. Very early. It was probably sunrise, isn't it? That blue hour. It's gorgeous. And what it is, it makes your shadows can look really dark. But what it allows you to also do, other than have diffuse lighting, is it makes the oranges pop. And then look, watch, they come back, don't they? They track it back to give us a bit of reveal. What's that little whip, that darkness cloud? And look, they've got a little vignette going on, very tiny, to keep it centre focused here. Interesting, they dip the light because of the sun. Like it's a lens aberration. You clever fuckers. Did you notice that? Watch this. So normally what happens is when the light hits the edges of a frame of the lens, you sometimes get a little lens aberration in the light. Watch. It's gone off. Watch the screen flicker a little bit. Very subtle. Either that or it's YouTube. No, it dips ever so slightly because it's adjusting for the light. Very good. Now we've got basically the camera's on shoulder rig now. And I am all for it. This is what makes this cinematic so real, believable, and draws you in. All the smoke, yeah, all this texture, rubble, you know, we've got ash flicking about everywhere. That's the only one I didn't like. It was a bit rough. I think what they should have done, but then they probably did it so you know that he's been taken out, or they just want to make you go, where the fuck did that come from? Normally what would happen is as the arrow hit him, as it would have hit him, they should have started to speed ramp there. But because he came back, or they should have started it as he fell back, because by having it this pause, this length of dollying shot action taking place, you're like, well, where the fuck's that come from? That's why they've done it. So when we go into the speed ramp, it looks a bit jarring. You want that as smooth as possible, because that was one of the shots that pulled me out. I was like, oh, you don't want that in your cinematography. Even as a viewer. Regardless of my experience I have as a filmmaker. And normally they keep it smooth, but they deliberately wobbled the camera as if it's been attacked by the wind. I like the style. Beautifully speed ramped out though. And what a reveal. Remember what I said about the light overhead? Watch. Normally you want to see catchment in their eyes. They're not doing that at all. They're overlighting them and giving them huge shadows here, making it look darker. This is what makes it look like it's a game for grown-ups, if that makes sense. It's not high key, you know, the background is light as the front. This has got a very heavy contrast. I love it. All these deep black shadows. That is my favourite look. Here we go. I'm going to ask you a question, guys. Why does that look cinematic? Because even though technically the key light here, means main light, is coming from the overall brightness of the sky. Yeah, so it's the lights coming through. Got that 5600, 5700 Kelvin. The actual, look at the background, yeah? That little bit of sunlight is giving us this, making them almost silhouetted. And that's why it looks cinematic, is because they're backlit still. Even though technically the key light is coming all around them from up above. And it's nice and diffused because it's all the cloud cover here. Look, that's why they're beautifully bright. Technically, I don't think they would be that bright, would they? It's too thick. But it doesn't matter. Love that. Great use for it. Do you see the way that hit? Camera shakes. A lot of people don't ever do that. It feels heavy. It feels heavy. And they add the powder. Yeah, I call it action powder. Action smoke. And look at this. Look at the framing of it. Why they did that. As it came over, bang here. Our eyes are here. Yeah, our eyes are here. Watch. Next shot. Our man is over here, frame left on the rule of third. Because our eyes are already there. So when we see him then run over, it's absolutely fine. Our eyes, this is the thread of storytelling. These whip cameras, man. And look, the camera's low. This feels like fucking Saving Private Ryan. They're coming off the boats. Look. Camera's up. They're running backwards. This is, honestly, man, this is such... I think this is definitely a better cinematic than the last Elder Scrolls one I covered. Here we go. Here's our pretty lighting. He's got a little bit of catchment in there because I want you to look up here. But it's masked around the white. Beautiful complexion. Literally no shadow at all, is it? Wow, shadow depth of field. As in the f-stop. Or t-stop, technically, if you were shooting on cinema glass. And the camera, it's right up in the camera's lens. And the natural wobble of it. Dude, this is incredible. But this is why we're invested in this cinematic. The thread of storytelling, the natural shake of the camera, it's like you're actually there. That's what makes a great movie or a great cinematic. Look at that. See? By a beautiful blue hour, as I said, we've got this lovely soft lighting, but we've got this lovely accent of orange, that teal and orange look. And the camera's Dutched as well, and I love it because they're going up ramp. Feels like we're on another bridge. But look, it's not perfectly on the horizon level, is it? They're going up. Like, it feels like there's natural mistakes with the camera. So good. Another whip pan. Again, the thread of storytelling. Watch. Fires it. They run up, they run up, they run up. Look over here. Okay, we're looking. We know there's an axe coming in. Dude, he don't blink turn, does he? No, you don't always have to blink turn. The reason why we don't want him to blink turn, that tells us that he is focused. So the reason why you don't normally have, well, I say you don't. You can have blink turns and you don't have blink turns. And the reason is we don't want to see the micro jitters. This motherfucker doesn't micro jitter at all. He's like, and what he does, watch. He focuses over here. Our eye goes with him over here. Look where he is on the framing. So we're looking over here, aren't we? Yeah. His eye led us there. They call that the thread of storytelling. He's not technically, he's off center. So if your center line's here, this is frame right. He's sort of in between. But as he looks right, he's right. Camera left. The camera. Oh, it doesn't. I thought he would move backwards. It doesn't at all. But they've left all this negative space for us to look here. And that's why it does it. And then he buggers off. He goes backwards. Our eye goes center. We're looking here. Yeah, so we're looking in this area. Because we're looking here. We then look at this. And then our eyes quickly go up here because we're led up. Look at the composition. The wall, yeah, is going off into... Oh, it's not quite an infinity. Yeah, but it's going off here and it makes us look down there, okay? And because this is the lightest spot on screen, we're looking at him bash it down. Bop. All the thread of storytelling is brilliant on this. And with those, in my mind, they weren't that heavy. And I didn't expect them to bang or make that. But when I was watching, you can see me go, ooh, because I made the impact. I'm so glad they made them look heavy. And then they had that little beat, didn't they? Music's gone. Bang, bang. There's a beat of silence. Boosh. It's like a fucking mute. It's like a score itself. And then the score comes in, our hero score. Perfect use of quick cuts. Oh my god. That is amazing. I'll tell you why that looks good as well. Because it's a Dutch angle. So this is normal framing. Dutch angle going up. He's running very Mask of Zorro-esque. He treads on it. He lifts up the action powder or the dust plumes. Even though there's none on this shot here. Doesn't matter. Do you know what I mean? You don't have to look at this stuff. They did it because he emphasised the action within this shot. Don't need it here. He dives off. Great use of action. This looks incredible. Reason being, it's on a telefocal length, and I think they zoom out. They zoom back, don't they? Yeah, they zoom back. Perfect use of zooming out. I don't normally like this stuff, but it works brilliant for this. Look at these particles. Look at these leaves and birds and shit. They're doing it because it's texture. It's a foreground, mayground, background, and it looks so cool because he comes out the smoke. They do it to the music. Whoom, whoom. Mate, he's wobbling all over the place. This is why this is so cool. Got a nice little slow motion bit. Oh no, I think I've heard those sound effects before. Oh, boom. Very generic. As the blades here, it's a very generic sound that you hear with music with film trailers. Boom. And even as it comes off. I've heard that so many times in trailers. Yeah. Oh, interesting. They use that to then rip the sound out, the diegetic. Yeah, it's gone into like a non-diegetic sound. So this is all our head. This is the tension. Oh my god, is it going to be okay? Builds up the motion. All the sound of it. It's basically like someone's thrown a grenade and our ears have gone funny. Right. The reason why that blade shocked me is because I didn't even see it go up in the air. It's so quick. With these, you could have had it a little bit wider. Give us a little bit of the martial arts in here. It's a dance here. I want to see it. But he does it here, doesn't he? Bop, 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 bop. So close. I was like, oh my god. Then he throws it up. Look how fucking close that is to throw it up. Normally, you see it wider, like they lob it up. Like they make most of it like, whoop. But it's so close, you just think he's slicing him. But he wasn't. He broke the way 180. Up it goes. He's here. Oh no, it wasn't. I thought they broke the 180 rule there, but they didn't. It was actually this guy's body armor. Looks very similar to his. From here to here. But they're just throwing the blade. That makes sense. Yeah. Nice. Beautiful. And then the music came in with a beautiful transition rolling. Boom. Powerful shot. Camera dolly into it. No, it's static. And then the camera dollies in towards our hero. More badass. It's more of an epic moment. And again, the camera is whipping us over here. We're looking down into the thread of storytelling into our character, our next hero. This here is so sexy to me. Not the character's design. Yeah, she's lovely to look at. I'm on about the shooting style. Bam, dirty framing. Look at them over here. Get turned to ash. This is a telephoto lens. This is probably a 100mm lens from afar. Looks gorgeous because the background is compressed, meaning it's brought up. It makes her action movements look just stunning. Those shots. This bit here. This one. Oh, so sexy. And the way she fucking circles her sword up. How do I go back 5? Is it this one? Yes, it is. And then she and walks towards camera. Camera's got a bit of a wobble to it. And it's straight up to our hero up here. Amazing. Very Assassin's Creed, this bit, isn't it? And it works because of the way we're tracking with his feet. Wow. Okay, guys, why does this look so cinematic? Because of the backlighting. Yeah, he's silhouetted. Got this beautiful blue. And our eye, where's our eye looking? At the most thing that is the darkest on the screen. Same sort of shot here. Again, the sun's here, so he's obviously she's looking in the same direction. Much more diffused up here because of the cloud cover. Heavier use of the blacks. We're using our whitest bar here to see the whip, energy whip. Powerful, man. The fucking camera's going back. Coming through the smoke. I love that. Technically, if she was that good, she would have seen him coming from a mile away. But they didn't. They wanted to keep it looking natural. Coming through the smoke. He lands. Because they would have heard him. She would have seen him land. But she didn't need to. Let him roll into shot. Dude, I cannot express to you how fucking clean this looks. And why does it look sexy? Soft lighting from the diffused cloud. We've got the orange accents coming in now from the sun. Sunset, sunrise, whatever it is. Hitting with the blue, teal and orange. But look. This is what they call the teal and orange look, okay? It's not just the colour grade and stuff. It's not just the lighting. I gave it away there. It's in the colour grade. So they use blue in the shadows, blue in the lights, white accents. They take the skin tones and they push them more to the orange, okay? That's what makes the teal and orange look. Very Hollywood, very cinema, amazing. All this shallow depth of field, yeah? Stands up. Look, all this blue lighting silhouetted looks more cinematic. Takes his mask down. Why take his mask down now? Because we want to know. That tells us as a person watching, this character is not a simple assassin. That is going to be us. We can play potentially him. That's what I got from it, and that's what you would be telling your audience for a cold caller, which is what I am. Here we are. Look. Why does this look great? Look at his lighting. Yeah, as he pulls that down. The light comes in, the more the orange. There it is. Look, all this orange rolling into the blue. Dude, the cinematography on this is chef's kiss. And it's almost like that rise is coming in, the music's there. Interesting, the camera shaked before the action took place. I like that. Yeah, they use the action of the camera to tell us what is happening. And I love the fact they do that and the camera freezes up. Watch their body. Watch their head, sorry. Shaky, shaky. Beast comes up. He looks that way. She looks this way. Watch the camera. It pans ever so slightly to the left. Yeah, why do they pan it? She's centre frame. Looks. Nice and focused, yeah. Hardly any micro jitters. Camera goes over here, allowing us this negative space on the composition, because look where we want to go here. Yeah, that filled up space, negative space. Next shot, filled up space, negative space. They complement each other. That makes sense. That's how you do it. Better storytelling. Here comes up this scary looking monster. Looks like he's about to kill someone, and he's the one that's running away. Look at the smoke, yeah? Watch the action powder come from his claws. Beautiful. Rolls off. Gorgeous. Makes him look more menacing. Up he comes. Camera's shaking. We've got look at the... Technically, when you look at this, beautiful cinematography. Yeah, most people won't even think about this. Yeah, they get their action here. Looks stunning. Beautiful shadows, soft roll off background. Mayground background. How are they making it look more sexy? How are they giving us more layers, guys? Can you see? All this ash. This is our foreground element. And the smoke, it just builds up your layers. Yeah, 3 layers of visual elements. Gorgeous. I love this wobbling about it. It just builds up the fucking tension. And each one is at the hero moment. Okay, we've had 3 Titans made, and now our 3 Titans are here. Are they all center camera? That means a lot. If they're all center camera, yeah, look, center camera, center camera, center camera. Again, they did that little, see that little pan there they did there to build us into him, the thread of storytelling. You can see it now. Center frame. That tells us they are equal, and they're all shot from the same area, from the belly button up. Pulls his blade up. There's tension here. The music, I'm getting alien score from this. That instrument. Serious. Oh, nice little transition whip. I've done loads of them in the past. Every time I'm filming and I want to stop, I'll call cut, but I'll whip the camera out sometimes, or I'll just leave it recording and then do it. By doing that, I sometimes get accidental transitions for me to do that with. Great. Nice. I really like those whip transitions. And I could see the logo here. I love this. And look at the way they're doing it. It's not just them circling. It's these circling as well. It's giving us layers. You ever see those over the head desk shots? When people are doing unboxing videos and they have, like, I don't know, fucking Smarties and, I don't know, other gadgets, Game Boys in the side. They do it because this is where they want you to look. This is sexy extra layers. That's all it is. And look, the camera is pedestaling down, yeah, towards the center circle, because I could see this a mile away. And rather than match harsh cut, I think they match fade it out. I know they do, they end cut it, but the next shot is a circle that we've just seen. Dude, are they... Okay, without knowing, is each of the characters exactly where these dragon heads are? Oh no, lion, dragon, wherever that is, eagle. 1, 2, 3. They are. Oh, you clever bastards. Look, 1, 2, 3. Didn't see it the first time. I saw the circle, but I didn't realise it was where they were. I do now. And then the music phase. I'm getting that Lord of the Rings. By having that big score component at the end, it makes me feel like this world is enormous and this is a Hollywood blockbuster. It has the same production value as Lord of the Rings. Now the title, good, bear in mind, we ended it with the, normally most endings, they come out. They went into the action, didn't they? Yeah? Watch. We're going down, pedestaling down into the action. Yeah? What are we doing for the ring? We're going down towards the ring. Yeah, as if we're still shooting above, pedestaling. So then we pedestal... Sorry, we're then zoom in to our title. And that... Oh... And then you same with all the sign-ups and all that stuff. But the music elements are there to build up that amazing... And then we've got our standard text on screen not moving. But that score just really was the last thing I heard. Lifted up the production value and I was like, oh my god, I really want to play it. Absolutely. I don't care what the gameplay is now like. It's now done its job as a marketing, even though it's a cinematic and people look at it and go as a gamer, oh, I love the story, it's so good. But they're doing it to sell you the game. And that's exactly what it's done on me. You know, as a cold call that doesn't know this franchise, and as fans of it, you're going to love it, but it's there to draw me in. And it's done exactly that job. So there you have it. That was my reaction and a filmmaker's breakdown to the Elder Scrolls Online, the Alliance's cinematic trailer. I absolutely loved it, and I definitely think it's going to be one of my favourites that I've seen or on the channel altogether, because it's just perfect. It built Titans, the visual style of it, as in the visual aesthetics, the colour grade and the shooting, the cinematography, and then the shooting style itself. It's just fantastic. It felt like a real movie. They really, if I watched that, if I paid Amazon or Netflix or anything to watch that, I'd have left feeling, well, being a very happy customer, if that makes sense. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed my reaction and the breakdown, of course, if you're still here. And I'll see you on the next one. See you later. Bye-bye.
Out of time!